Hello students, it's your history teacher. I've decided to give you an online lecture by video. It should be helpful for you, mostly for your better understanding of the topic. And after the video, you can contact me anytime with your questions and we can consult it together and so on. So I'm here for you, I'm here to help you. Let's start. The first lecture we'll have ancient Greece. I just posted the materials for you, the presentation and notes. You should print your notes when you are able to, okay? If not, just download it and you can study from your laptop or PC or whatever. But it's okay to have the print version, or at least just try to make notes on the paper to the exercise book. Today especially we will look at the geography, first Greeks and periodization. First of all, what you will do. Okay, so here I have stream, I just posted these materials. Okay, or you can look at it in the works of the classroom under our topic. Sorry, I have a little problems with the connection. So, here we are, history and ancient Greece and Rome. Okay, you will open that. Here we have our presentation, okay, the origins of European civilization. So this is what we are just about to start. I will open it because I have a download. Okay, and let's begin. So, the ancient Greece and ancient Rome, we can take it as the origins of European civilization, because these two civilizations were just the basics of what the Europe is about today. Okay, the education, democracy, politics, everything as these things that I just named comes from the ancient Greece and Rome. This is the presentation content, so this is just like the organization, so you will know what we are going through. Okay, today it will be geography shapes Greek life, first Greeks and periodization. So first 3 points. Okay, ancient Rome, we are not going to discuss it so far. We will see for how long we will be in quarantine and so on. Okay, the first topic, geography shapes Greek life. You know, for me, the geography is very basics to understand the events that are happening in our history. You know, history is settled in time, but also in space, and space has a great influence on what is happening in our lives. If you have ever been in Greece, I suppose at least some of you have been, you were in Greece, visited it for a few times, you know what the country looks like. Okay, I will specify it in a minute. First of all, what we can say, it's actually land of ancient Greece. The first, we can say it's Balkan and Peloponnese peninsulas. Peninsulas, to si pamätáme, že sú to teda poloostrovy, čiže balkánsky a peloponeský poloostrov. Okay, these two, we can say, are mainland Greece. Mainland Greece by sme mohli povedať, že je v podstate materské Grécko, čiže to pevnina tá, no, čiže naozaj, ktoré je súčasťou pevnou Európy. Then there are islands in Aegean Sea, čiže Egejské more. Okay, I will then show you the map. So islands in Aegean Sea, there are really many of them. And then west coast of Asia Minor, alebo teda Malá Ázia. We are talking about modern day Turkey. Okay, so just the west coast, not all of Asia Minor, but just west coast of it. So all of this is land of ancient Greece. Okay, now let's go to the how the territory of Balkan Peninsula, Peloponnese Peninsula, islands, and so on. How does it look like? Well, 70% of the land was covered by mountains. Not really tall, like, there are no like high Tatras or Himalayas or whatever, but still, there are a lot of mountains, so no valleys, no fields, so just mountains that also are really dry, so very dry land, which is poor on minerals. Okay, only small part of the land was actually suitable for farming. So this means that agriculture was not really going well in ancient Greece, okay, because of its geography. They could only farm wheat, barley, olives, grapes, herds of sheep, goats, and cattle. So this is what they could do. You already know all of these things, so I will not repeat that. Please, if you don't remember, just search it up in your notes or in Google. So what exactly every kind of plant and so on is. Okay, Greeks, they had to use the sea because of their not very good land. They had to find out some other ways how to get food, how to get goods they needed, okay, how to feed themselves. So they had to use the sea. Greeks were really famous fishermen, sailors, and merchants. So they were using the sea for fish, for trading, okay, so they basically had to transport goods by sea. So they were using the liquid highways, as you can see in the bottom of the page. So liquid highways, alebo teda tie, povedzme tomu, že tekuté diaľnice. This means that they had their routes that were very important, and they were transporting goods all over these liquid highways. They were connecting Greece with whole Mediterranean, alebo teda Stredomorie. Áno, Mediterranean. They learned to import everything their land was short of. So they didn't have copper, tin, iron ore, or grain. So they had to buy some from other civilizations. And they did this by liquid highways. So they sent some ships to bring some copper, some minerals, or some of the plants, the agriculture crops. Okay? So this was everything because of the very mountainous terrain. These mountains, they limited the transport, and they were also limiting uniting of the empire. Okay, think of it. When you have a lot of mountains and there are just little villages or little cities just between the mountains, so they are surrounded by mountains, it's not very possible to create one united empire. Okay? Vždy, aj sme to hovorili pri tých ostatných starovekých civilizáciách, pokiaľ je krajina hornatá, je to stále pre ňu ťažšie vytvoriť jednotnú ríšu. Preto, lebo tá doprava nie je dobrá, komunikácia nie je dobrá medzi tými rôznymi mestami a to je prekážkou v tej jednotnej ríši. Okay, so we can go on. This is about geography. So, what you will have to know for some kind of spot check is what the land of ancient Greece is consisting of. That land is very mountainous and not very suitable for farming. You should know what they actually grew. Why was the sea important to them, and what are liquid highways? Okay, now we have map of ancient Greece, so you can see that everything what is like bright brown color is what we consider to be land of ancient Greece. So the Balkan Peninsula is in the top of the map, then you can see the Peloponnesus Peninsula. You have the islands in Aegean Sea. The biggest one of them is Crete, and then you have the Asia Minor and its west coast. So all of these are lands of the ancient Greece. This map will be very useful for you for also other topics, because there are marked many battles that happened, and we are going to talk about them a little later on. First Greeks. This means that there were actually more tribes. So there were not just one tribe that we can call that these were Greeks. Okay, so they were all of similar origin, but there were some little differences. So there were the three most important tribes for us that came in 2000 BC in three ways. So this means that the first ones that came to the land of Greece were Achaeans, alebo inak sú to Achajci. Ak by ste hľadali v slovenských knižkách, tak Achajci, Achaeans, they were the first ones who came, then Ionians, alebo Ioni, and Dorians, alebo teda Dori. So these were the three tribes that will be very important for us. The Greeks in general called themselves Hellenes. Nevolali sami seba Grékmi, nazývali sa Helénmi, Hellenes. So, Greek would say, I'm a Hellen, means that I'm a Greek. And their country, so Greece, was called Hellas. There is little etymology, so like where does the word comes from. That Hellen was actual son of Deucalion and Pyrrha, so these two were said to be the only survivors of a flood similar to the one that was described in the story of Noah's Ark. Čiže ja len chcem, aby ste si pamätali, nemusíte mi toto presne vedieť vysvetliť, ale teda, že sa odvolávajú na nejakého Helena, ktorý bol v histórii, a podľa toho sa teda nazývali týmito Helenmi. Nemá to nič čo robiť s Helenou Trojskou. Dobre, je to Helen, ktorý bol potomok ľudí, ktorí prežili potopu. Takže Heléni a ich krajina bola teda Hellas. Before Greek tribes, so before Achaeans, Ionians, and Dorians came to the land of ancient Greece, there were three cultures already. So they were like from the very ancient civilizations, we can say, these three cultures. The Cycladic, this was the first one. It arose in 3000 BC, and it was represented by marble figurines, mainly nude women. This is only what we know about these people. Sú to teda, povedzme, že Cycladská kultúra, to voláme, áno, Cycladic. It was mostly on the islands in Aegean Sea, so not in mainland Greece, just in the islands. Čiže bola to ostrovná kultúra, väčšinou bývali teda na tých ostrovoch, ktorá bola ešte 1000 rokov pred tým, ako prišli grécke kmene. To znamená, že nevieme, aký pôvod títo ľudia mali, táto kultúra. Jediné, čo o nich vieme, že nám po nich zostali artefakty, ako napríklad mramorové figurky, alebo teda figurky nahých žien, ktoré boli nie úplne Venuša, lebo nemali tie tvary, ale takisto mali symbolizovať plodnosť. Okay? The second culture was Minoan culture. We could find this Minoan culture on the island of Crete, so the biggest island in Aegean Sea. We will talk about that culture a lot. It will be important for us, and also the third one, the Mycenaean. This was mostly in the Peloponnese Peninsula. Okay. Minojská a mykenská kultúra. Budeme sa venovať týmto dvom kultúram, ich porovnaniu, ich pamiatkám, lebo práve tieto dve kultúry boli úplný počiatok antiky, ešte predtým, ako prišli grécke kmene. Prosím vás, rozlišujte medzi tým, že kykladská, minojská a mykenská kultúra boli prvé ešte pred príchodom Grékov. To znamená, že nemôžeme úplne povedať, že Minojčania a Mykenčania by boli presní tí Gréci, ktorí sú napríklad dnes. Oni splynuli potom, ako prišli tie ďalšie kmene, ale najprv boli tieto tri, Cycladic, Minoan and Mycenaean cultures, and then of like 1000 years after, the Achaeans, Ionians and Dorians came. Okay. The last thing is periodization. We had more of the periods of ancient Greece. So this is very useful for us to divide that long time for which the ancient Greece existed in history, because every one of the periods is very specific, and specific things happened throughout the period. Okay? You will not need to know the years. Čiže prosím vás, naozaj roky sa nemusíte učiť. Prečo som ich tam napísala? Napísala som ich tam preto, lebo chcem, aby ste vedeli, že ako išli po rade. To bude pre mňa dôležité. Môžem vám dať úlohu napríklad zoradiť tie obdobia, ako išli za sebou. Nedám vám určite roky. Pamätajte si, ako idú za sebou. To bude v teste, alebo v spočeku, alebo uvidím, ako to budeme riešiť. So the first one is Minoan period according to the Minoan culture. Because as I just mentioned, the Minoan and also the Mycenaeans were the first people who already started the basics of European civilization. So Minoan was the first one, Mycenaean the second one. These cultures were something like really pre-Greek culture. They already were a lot of developed, and they established the European civilization. We will compare them, we will talk about the artifacts, about the legends, and then we had the Homeric period, which is considered to be the Dark Ages, because we didn't have a lot of information about this, because a lot of wars were happening throughout the period, and because we do not have a record of this period, it is considered to be Dark Ages. The Archaic period, which is the fourth one, is mostly about two city-states, Athens and Sparta. So we will compare these two city-states that were established, about their similarities, their differences, about their culture, agriculture, industry, maybe about trading, wars, okay, basically politics, about everything what was happening in these two states. The classical period is about the Greco-Persian wars, which was like the biggest conflict of ancient Greece. And the very last period, which is called Hellenistic, and this is the period of Alexander the Great. Toto sú všetky tie obdobia, ktoré zatiaľ budem chcieť, aby ste si pamätali, ako nasledujú po sebe, a postupne budeme rozoberať každé jedno obdobie, práve ako som vám tak rýchlo zhrnula, čo asi v každom budeme preberať. Takže tomu sa budeme venovať a už sa nebudeme vrácať k tomu, ktoré obdobie ako išlo po sebe, ale určite to bude v teste. Takže zatiaľ sa mi to prosím vás naučte. Dobre, potom už tam je tá minojská civilizácia, s tým nebudem dnes začínať. Ďalšiu prezentáciu by som vám nahodila asi v piatok, tak ako máme mávať hodiny, že pondelok, piatok vám väčšinou budem dávať tie prezentácie. Takže tak to asi bude, aby som to rýchlo zopakovala. Vedieť tieto veci, ktoré považujem ja za veľmi dôležité, tú geografiu. Naozaj aj tie plodiny, vám sa to nemusí zdať, že v každej krajine boli skoro tie isté, ale kvôli práve tej geografii iné veci mali tí Gréci. Áno, napríklad tam nie je ani veľa No, veľa dreva práve. Lebo ak ste niekto teda boli v Grécku, viete, že je to hornatá krajina, ale naozaj suchá a veľmi sa tam nedarí lesom. Dobre, nemajú tam také lesy, ako máme my. Takže vedieť tieto jednotlivé veci, ktoré pestovali, ktoré teda zvieratá, ktoré chovali, vedieť ten vplyv mora. Áno, čiže dôležitý transport, teda, že boli rybármi a tak ďalej. Hej, veľmi dôležité vedieť tieto kultúry a tú periodizáciu. To je na dnes odo mňa všetko. Toto bola teda naša prvá hodina takýmto spôsobom. Naozaj, pokiaľ niečo by ste chceli predsa len vysvetliť, kedykoľvek sa môžeme dohodnúť. A ja vám teda v piatok nahrám ďalšie video. Prajem vám zatiaľ, študenti, veľa zdravia, hlavne do týchto dní, šťastia a učte sa priebežne. Dobre, pozdravujem vás, majte sa pekne, ahojte.